Jan Ikele. Okay.
How do you spell that?
It's J-E-K-I-E-L-E-K. Okay. And let me just ask, can you first talk a little bit about what's going on today? Absolutely. Back in 1999, there was a really popular movement. It's kind of like a Chinese yoga that had originated in China. It had been going for about 7 years. And, over that time, it grew from almost no one practicing it to about 100 million people practicing it. Very, very grassroots. It actually doesn't have any hierarchy. It doesn't have any kind of, in some ways people call it a religion because it believes in something more than the material world, that there's no worship of a figure or something like that. And it's basically shared. There's no hierarchy. There isn't a black belt in Falun Gong. Actually, the name of the movement is Falun Dafa or Falun Gong. And essentially it's called cultivation. It's like a self-betterment system, and it's spread like wildfire. It has health benefits. I had back in 2000, I had this disease called Guillain-Barré syndrome. It's kind of like MS. Most people have never heard of it. It's a rare disease, no cure in modern medicine. And it was kind of knocked me out. I had to quit my job, just muscles, debilitated. And this within about a month, I recovered doing this practice. I tried all sorts of things. I think that's what happened in China. A lot of people and just it exploded. Someone called their friends, someone called their friends, suddenly 100 million people. And we have a regime, a communist regime. They don't like things that grow spontaneously, grassroots. They really like to have full control over everything. Even the years upcoming to 99, trying to sort of find something to pin on practitioners or the people that were organizing these assistance centers. Beijing alone, every morning there were 2,000 locations where a large group of people would come and do this meditation, standing meditation exercise. You've probably heard the words here. We kept saying Falun Dafa, truthfulness, compassion, tolerance, right? It's like these are the three basic principles in Chinese. It's Jen Shan, compassion, tolerance. This is the balance. At least as I understand it, the balance in this is the ideal. This is what we aspire to in this practice. It's more than just physical exercises, right? There's a mental activity that you can actually that affects your body. These exercises that you do, they affect your mind, and together holistically, I'm a bit healthier, happier, and so forth. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is for you. Just friend gave me. So this is 12 years. Actually, July 20th marks 12 years since Jiang Zemin probably has been in the news lately. People have been wondering whether he's alive or dead. Because one of these ironies, this is an aside because I know a lot of this. The Communist Party controls when its leaders die. It sets the death date. It doesn't matter what's going to actually die. They'll find a politically expedient time when they can announce the deaths, and they can do it in a clear controlled way. This guy really is the mastermind behind persecution. At the time, he was the chief leader. It's resulted in, we know we have hard evidence of about 3,000 deaths. The reality is we're talking probably some tens of thousands. It's really hard to get hard evidence out of China, right? You do it on the fear of your life. A lot of people aren't willing to do that, right? Hundreds of thousands, if not millions, incarcerated, forced labor camps, psychiatric hospitals, lots of drugs. People go in healthy and happy, come out, God knows what happened to them, either tortured or broken. The idea was to break people's spirits, right? It wasn't to kill them necessarily, right? It was to make sure that they gave up their faith. So,
you said that I was told that there are some U.S. senators here.
Absolutely, there's quite a few. I'm actually Canadian, but there's some really long-time supporters like Chris Smith, who was right from the beginning. He was talking about it from New Jersey. Dina Rockmacher, I find it hard to say his last name, from California. Similar, very, very big supporters. Sheila Jackson Lee, I don't know if she was here today. She's very hard. There were at least 4 or 5 others that I can't
It says here that they just
persecution of Falun Gong in China Congressional Congress, this resolution was passed and stopped the persecution of people who practice Falun Gong in the U.S. as well, because people even in the U.S. are targeted with threatening phone calls and all. Basically, the mentality of the Chinese regime is you're Chinese, even if you come here, even if you become a citizen or you have a green card, they still kind of own you, right? You go there as a non-Chinese to China, very different situation. Sure, they might rough you up. There were people that went in the 2001 or around that time, put up banners that stopped this persecution. They got roughed up, they got beat up, they got sent back. They didn't get tortured horrific ways that they described to you. They didn't, because they're not Chinese. The Chinese people, the Chinese regime believes they got it. So we can do with these people speak to them as we please, doesn't matter if it's the US. So yeah, very powerful resolution. Only one, if I recall, there's only one dissenting voice.
And let me ask you, what do you think it's going to take to actually stop it, like, completely?
This is a tough question. See, communist mentality, you kind of manufacture reality. Okay? So you're kind of, speak louder, you're kind of always right. Okay? So now what you've done is you've gone out, you've started this persecution. Actually, I don't think Jiang Zemin had any clue what he was getting into. We think he did that as a, jealousy. Maybe he wanted to have a mass movement to prove his power, which often these leaders want to do. Peaceful group, non-violent group, we can take them out fast, and then we can cheer the leader for getting rid of the group. But it turned out these people were incredibly resilient. They weren't going to bend under torture. They weren't going to bend, under these mind-altering drugs. This just wasn't going to happen. So, what I think he imagined would be months turned out to be 12 years. And of course, there's no way Falun Gong's ever going to give up, right? So, what's it going to take? I think that initially practitioners thought it was just a colossal mistake and the government could change its mind. But when you have this regime that can never be wrong, right? You can't say, well, we torture people, the most extreme type of, atrocity has been large-scale organ harvesting from prisoners. Basically, there's a whole book written on this now. And essentially, one piece of evidence is that there's basically no organ donors in China, right? Yeah. And there's, if you take, and they say all of them come from prisoners, basically, death row prisoners, even the regime admits that. But if you take all the death row prisoners and all of them were harvested for organs, live people, right? There's still in excess of 30 or 40,000 transplants over 5 years. Where are they coming from? Well, very healthy people, right, that are in prisons. Anyway, it's a tragedy. I don't think they'll ever admit to it. I think, bottom line is, I think when the regime changes, that's when that's the day this persecution will stop. I don't believe the Communist Party has it in it to stop it itself. That's just my own thought. Just because, they've been given every conceivable opportunity to stop, to backpedal, to go back. We're talking, millions of lives torn apart in the country. This is a reality. China's going to have to face this one day. There's not going to be a blackout forever, right? And I don't see this regime, which always sees itself as always right. What I say is true. Coming back. So I think that the Falun Gong practitioners have been actually providing a pretty incredible, in ways, I think, service to the country. There's been this huge campaign. One of the last speakers was the leader of it's called the Tuidang movement. Okay, that's quitting the Communist Party. And it's not just, Communist Party, it's also like, they have this young pioneers, youth, these are these young organizations you kind of get drafted into as a kid. You wear the red bandana, you swear your oath to the party. And it's not even that you have to do it publicly. Okay, the idea is that you do it in your heart. You do it internally. You say, I'm done with this system. I don't want this. Right? And now there's almost 100 million people. Like in the next weeks, there's about 40,000 people a day because of this massive campaign, both from overseas overseas through phone calls, through internet, and tons of people in the country going around saying, hey, have you quit yet? You gotta quit this, this is crap. Almost 100 million people. And I think like a lot of people predict when the regime change does happen in China, it'll be bloody, it'll be horrific, as it often has happened. Of course, when the communists took power, the last 50, 60 years, 100 million of natural deaths. That 100 million number keeps coming up. That's what it was. So I think that this is a chance for China to change peacefully. The only one I know of, right? People just one day, there's that critical mass is reached, and people are like, who are these people? We're not part of this. Why don't we just make a country? There's a lot of really wonderful, creative people in China who really want change. It's really hard when you know there's a man with a gun waiting to do something if you step out of line. And the repression has increased because we thought the Olympics would change things. It did in the other direction. Right? So I personally think it's going to be very soon. If you look at Soviet, I've talked to a number of scholars on this point, and basically the Soviet Union, nobody predicted was going to fall. And all those people, all the think tanks here in DC, everybody thought, maybe one day. No one, when things actually fell apart, and they fell apart very quickly. You remember in '82, right? So actually, I don't know, you might not remember, but I mean, things just crumbled, right? And the only people that talked about it were the dissidents inside the Soviet Union who were saying, it's going to fall apart. Look, it's falling apart, guys, come on. And no one listened, right? Everyone listened to the wise intellectuals who were saying, no one foresaw it because it looked so big, so strong, so it wasn't. It was empty inside, Just a little, I'll throw you a little fact, we have one of the big numbers that's bandied around is that the U.S., that they hold a lot of the U.S. Debt, right, that China has a lot of the treasury bills. Exactly. Well, you don't hear very often that Chinese local governments have 1.7 trillion in debt, or 1.7 trillion in debt themselves, right, internally, because of gross mismanagement, corruption, God knows what, right? So there's, it's been painted a very rosy picture of the situation in China. In a lot of ways, it is kind of scary because there's a lot more people are talking bubble. I hope that this Tuidang movement can make the difference when the things happen and change, and they will change. That's the wrong. Hi. So this is actually the head of the Tuidang Center, the CCP Center. She was just speaking at this. My friend. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe you want to talk to her a little bit.
We will.
Yeah. But it's really been a pleasure to talk to you.
All right. And your name?
Jan.
Jan.
Yeah.
Jan
I think I spelled it. Jan first name. Jekilek. My last name. Yeah. And I've been doing this for